Hello, everyone. This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. Want to do a quick video today. Yeah, my other deal fell down. Forgot to put it on. Anyway, so don't mind my display in the back. Anyway, want to do a video tonight about the good feeling we have that's going on after the Trump win. Okay? Everybody's feeling great. Anyway, I'm real busy this week, so I'm not able to put out as much content as I normally want to. Um, we get ready for the bull auction and stuff, and it's just we're working cows. Like I gotta leave here at 7 o'clock tonight because we gotta finish doing the last breeding of this group of cows at night. The way everything is with AI these days, it's all down to a matter of hours when you gotta do stuff. Hey, Carol, how you doing? Yeah, I got to go live quick here because at 7 o'clock I am not going to be around. Anyway, I wish I would have put my flag back up. I'm tired. I'm sure there'll be comments about that. What's the tape on the wall for? I'll sit there and say, well, watch the next video. Anyway, YouTube's still playing games with my channel. You know, obviously they haven't learned their lesson. Donald Trump said he's going to protect our freedom of speech. Okay. And you want to be a platform that's like the public square or the city park with the gazebo and stuff where people are allowed to speak. Well, Trump's going to go after you if you shut people up. You all want the same equity you're talking about. Well, that means everybody gets the same FaceTime. Anyway, I guess Jeff Bezos will learn, obviously, with Trump in office, go woke, go broke. And that's what's going to happen with these companies. Okay, America has spoken. And we're tired of this stuff. Democrats are still trying to figure out why they lost. Well, your policies suck. You went woke so far that even the people that agreed with it at first have no time for it no more because they see what it's really about. They scared your supporters away because you got completely insane. I mean, men thinking they're women and then men thinking they can have babies. Okay? Need I say more? But fine, YouTube wants to go broke. There'll be somebody that'll come up from the ashes. And like I said, I think Donald Trump needs to break up these social media platforms. I mean, he's got social media himself. The thing is, these companies can't have the right to infringe on our constitutional rights. I have the right to speak. You don't have to listen. Unlike the Democrats think they have the right to speak and you're forced to listen. Oh, I know the lefties are having a serious meltdown. Yeah, and that's what we're supposed to be like, Carol. Don't you just want to wake up one day and just make videos like that? Like that one where it must have been her boyfriend or her husband filming her, and she's freaking out on the floor, and then she takes off, run down the hallway, and runs right into that door jam. I mean, how are you supposed? If Kamala Harris was like that, how would Putin be able to sit there and negotiate with her or Xi Jinping? They get out of that and say, nuke the country to save its people. Anyway, but we got a world of prosperity and peace headed towards us. Let's go over a little bit of the results of the consequences of Trump's president elect is already. Okay. Well, Bitcoin's going through the roof. The stock market's going through the roof. And I know they're looking at lower interest rates and stuff, but businesses, when they feel good, they spend money and they feel prosperity. I heard a deal where this one roofing company, since Trump has become president-elect, its contracts have just exploded. The working man. That's what's the backbone of this country, the working man. Blue-collared worker. Okay? But, everybody's feeling great. Companies are feeling great. Even on the mainstream media now, how they're changing their tune. I mean, you still got your diehards that just believe in the Democrat platform the way it is now so much that they just don't understand how they lost. But you got some that are coming around and admit to themselves that the Democrat Party has to change. The Democrats need to take back over their party. Just like us Republicans need to take it back from the rhinos, what they're trying to pull in the Senate now and stuff. Mitch McConnell calling an early vote. I don't know how he can do that anyway. Doesn't the new Congress have to be sworn in before they can vote on new leadership? Is this a new rule that they came up with or something? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't make no sense. But these deep state people, they're not going to give up. Like say the Republicans and the Democrats both need to clean up their parties. And then maybe the next election we have will be somewhat where we don't have people melting down because they drank the Kool-Aid and believe that this country really wanted to become communist. And it doesn't matter. J.D. Vance has it in the bag already. Everybody loves him. The young people love him. They make up the rules as they go. I mean, I can't wait to see video of J.D. Vance shooting clay pigeons in the back of the White House. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get him reading the office. But everybody loves him. He's so likable. He's married to a lawyer. So obviously, if he's going to go to argue with his wife, he makes sure he's got all his facts straight. And he still probably loses. But, behind every great man is a stronger woman. Behind every strong man is a stronger woman. Anyway, okay, that's enough on that. The lower interest rates. Trump's talking about getting rid of the Federal Reserve, what should be awesome. And they need to be audited and thrown in prison for their crimes they committed and all the debt that they created. I think those rich bankers can pay it back. Okay? Now, I don't know how the dollar is going to survive with the BRICS coming, but hopefully, if the world goes at peace, the BRICS will slow down. We got to make the dollar strong again. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we are reconnecting, successfully connected. You there, Carol? Anyway, that threw me off. But we got to make the dollar dominant again, strong. Strong. Like when the dollar, 120 some pesos used to equal a dollar, not 23. Okay, that type of stuff. We need to make people American made, where we bring our manufacturing back. We make it American made by American standards, not Chinese standards, but by American standards. And I'm sorry, companies, but you're going to have to go get rid of that rule. Well, I'll make more money if they have to buy the same product every 6 months. No, you need to make your products last again. I always used to say back in the 80s when they came out with VCRs, 90-day warranty. Why even make anything if you're going to only warranty it for 90 days? Anyway, but we need to make the dollar stronger. Will that affect Bitcoin? Yeah, it's going to drop Bitcoin, but it's going to make American lives better. When you can buy more stuff in your wallet, prices start coming down, and dollars worth starts going up. I mean, inflation starts going down. That's like everything just going in the right direction. Be like one thing about the 90s is just like money flowed like water. Okay. Oh, great. Bleeding a little bit. By the way, that's the financial markets. Things are looking good. Okay. I'm sure the rich people are like, oh my God. The real wealthy rich, like George Soros. I heard his son Alex Soros was throwing a fit and stuff. Oh, don't forget about that little thing. What he do? Put on Snapchat or Instagram with the money and the gun and stuff. Hey, Sonny Shorts, how's it doing? Hey, I tell you what, Sonny, can I put my email address in here real quick? And you can send me your email address so I can send you your shirt that I got you. Since I got you here, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Now I want to get you this shirt. And I tell you what, I got another extra large or large. Instead of the name, it's the same shirt. It just says member of the Wolf Squad. If you knew of somebody that would want one, I'll send you 2 of them. There's yours, Sonny. So let me get my email in here real quick. Now, you're going to probably laugh at it, but I used to own a business. And you can see why I had a very catchy name for my tree service. And people just loved it. Okay. Yeah, I get a lot of looks, but the thing is why I got out of business is because I couldn't find no good help. I mean, you're dealing with trees over roofs and power lines and 60-foot buckets and stuff. You got to have somebody that's got their head on his shoulder. I mean, I had all this safety equipment, but I couldn't find help. So I decided I'd rather be a good employee than try to find a good employee. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. All right. eagerbeavertreecare@gmail.com. All right. Yeah. Just send your address to that email or whatever. And like I say, okay, Sonny, if you if you know of somebody, I got an extra large that says member of the Wolf Squad, and I got a large. If you want me to send 2, plus I'll send you a couple pens like this. Okay. Anyway, isn't it feeling great? You know how great I feel knowing I don't have to I'm not in a foxhole today. I mean, I've been bouncing around like I'm cloud 9. I got the energy. It's crazy. Running around like a kid again. People look at me like I'm half out of my mind. I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Anyway, okay. And then, talking about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Let's just get rid of the IRS so we don't have to worry about earned income credit anymore. Imagine what you could do if you could not have, you had your money in your federal income tax every month and they just went to a straight tax, flat tax, like somebody like me who spends $600 a month. That'd be great. Anyway, so now the world too, I'm for 15 minutes. The world's taking a deep a breath, a big breath, a relaxing breath. They wonder why Putin's happy that Trump won. Well, now he's got somebody he can talk to. He's not going to be fighting 60,000 different nations, okay? And it's going to force Zelensky to come to the peace tables. And he doesn't have to nuke the United States or Europe. Wouldn't you feel good if you Realize that happened? You talk about the relief off me. I don't have to be in a foxhole. Putin don't have to worry about nuking us anymore. Okay? But Russia's relieved. Those Ukrainians, you know how many they've killed that have been killed because of this. There might actually be some menfolk. Peace deal. Who wouldn't want peace? Yeah. I know I do. Okay? I know a lot of people want peace. Nobody wants to deal with this garbage anymore. We're sick of this. Plus, we're paying for all of it. And Zelensky, if you don't give us money, your boys will be over there. Why? Okay? I don't understand why. We only send our. We don't have to worry about that no more. China's ready to sit down and come to a peaceful negotiation with Trump. I don't know how they're going to settle the Taiwan deal. I mean, technically, it is part of China. We really have nothing to say about it. But see, we got money invested in Taiwan. That's where it ties down to. If we didn't have money invested in Taiwan, we wouldn't be over there trying to protect it like it is. But, you know, it's just a screwed up situation. Like North Korea and South Korea. That war's not over yet. But this will bring North Korea to settle the hell down. For one thing, their troops will be able to come home. They're not going to get that much military experience because they've only been in the war a couple weeks. China will tell them to settle down. South Korea don't have to worry no more. I mean, I really wish we would be able to bring most of our troops home and put them to work doing. I mean, I realize training's part of it, okay? You got to train. But, you know, like we trained for war all the time. All the time. Wherever we went, all the time. To fight in some different climate. Like I say, I can fight from in desert to cold weather, blizzard conditions. Well, I would have loved to have been able to sit there and take 2 months and go on a work detail and, I don't know, go out and mingle with the civilian population and help build roads. Something. You know, anyway, but just practice for war, practice for war, practice for war. Anyway, just in deployments and, you know, men being away from their families or women being away from their families 6 months to a year at a time. Living in a military family is tough, especially when you're in a deploying unit. A regular rotational deploying unit, not just when a war comes over, then you deploy to, you know, 200 miles from where the action is. I'm talking a regular routine deploying where, you know, I lived out of a sea bag. All right. Anyway, you know, they're settling down. North Korea. I heard even Israel and Hamas are talking about a ceasefire. I mean, people are going to, you know what it is? Trump got elected to office, and all of a sudden people are, hey, we're going to respect the United States. Just like the world did, Iran did when Reagan took office. Remember, the hostages were released the night before Reagan took office. Okay. And Gaddafi needed a little bit more convincing, but Reagan just sent, we'll bomb his house. Gaddafi shaped up until Barack Obama got in office, and then need I go any further? Ambassador Hillary Clinton, you know, this is the thing. How do we know what makes other countries happy? If their people ain't happy, let the people take over the government, to change the government. The CIA doesn't have to go in there and say, well, I think you'd be happier if we were in charge of a puppet government. Okay, that stuff needs to stop. I'm just frankly sick of it. It's what we used to do. The the world's police force needs to stop. Okay, the world don't need a police force. If everybody doesn't have the U.S. backing them, if they get in a war, maybe they won't mess with their neighbors so much. Maybe they'll find a peaceful solution through it instead of with arms. I mean, I think we know in this country now how close we came to actually having a conflict on our own soil. So much good is coming. Positive things are coming because of Trump winning the election in a landslide. And I would say that there might have been even some cheating going on to try to still overcome, but too big to rig. But I mean, the whole world they're responding. The markets are responding. Everybody's feeling good. Times, well, they couldn't get worse. I mean, all this hysteria, these meltdowns about these people thinking Trump's going to throw them in prison and stuff. I'll tell you what, I don't worry now that Trump got elected. I don't worry about the ATF and the FBI coming up this road and shooting me down in a 6 a.m. raid because I said something that disagreed with the Democratic Party. And I think a lot of Democrats are starting to realize now, too, how misled they were. And they may have dodged a bullet. Okay? Remember, the first thing the communists do after they get rid of us type of people is they go after their mindless idiots that help them get into power. Because the last thing they can do is have them run around in case, for some reason, they would get upset with them. Yeah, I don't worry about that no more. I'm not in a foxhole. You know how good that feels? I'm not saying there may not be a time to be a patriot again one day. Because even, like you say, Trump will do his 4 years. If he'll do his 4 years, believe me, he'll be a very protected man this time. And I do believe J.D. Vance will get in for 8 years. Okay, but this is the thing. Are the Republicans going to be corrupted absolutely by power? Or are they going to give the power back to the people? See, you gotta say, it's got to be in the back of your mind. I mean, what happens if Trump would somehow get a Dick Cheney into his administration or J.D. Vance? I mean, there's so many of those swamp creatures. Start calling them out. All I know is Trump's attorney general is going to be one busy man. Anyway, how's it helping us personally too? No more raids, and then the woke is going to be out of the schools, out of the colleges. It'll get faded out of the colleges because it's not going to be acceptable anymore. Teachers giving their political opinion when they're supposed to be teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic isn't going to be allowed no more. Do you think I knew what my teachers' political preferences were? They never talked about that stuff, especially got up in front of the class and complained about it after their client or their candidate lost. Like I say, you Democrats, you believe in democracy as long as it agrees with you. Well, you just found out in this country that democracy doesn't agree with you. Okay? Or, I'm sorry. That the majority of the people in this country don't agree with you. And I don't like politicians using the term democracy. They need to use constitutional republic because that means nobody's above the law. The law of the land stands, and no matter who you are, you're held accountable. Okay? A democracy, too much feeling in it. All right. The military is going to get cleaned out. Yeah, there'll be some discharges. We need to go back to the old customs and courtesies. No more men in women's uniform. No more men wearing earrings or makeup or long hair. I'm just saying, the military has gone bananas. And you know, another thing, military, start making E1s through E3s, polish boots again, and press out uniforms when they're in garrison. Remember, that was a discipline thing? You know, we were told when you look like a Marine, you'll feel like a Marine. I'm not going to tell you what some of these people look like. They don't even look like they're in the military. Okay? That's going to get better. In these businesses, small business, maybe mom and pop will come back. Maybe we'll have a resurgence of small business after they closed it down. Maybe these smaller towns that I live by will get their main street back. Oh, I would love that. But I don't see it. Anyway, yeah, I tell you, the military. See, this is civilians make the rules for the military because they think they understand it. They don't understand the first damn thing about it. They don't understand why you got to turn somebody from an 18-year-old bumpkin right out of high school into a killer in 6 months. Yeah, that's what they turn them into. Killers. All right? And that's not done by nice words. And they do it, the drill instructors do it, or the drill sergeant, whatever you're in, do it because they care about you. If they didn't care about you, they'd act like these guys now that are training these individuals, and he'd go out to the front line and get killed right away. I mean, I can't even imagine what the infantry schools are like. Nothing. They need to start using this. Get rid of the batteries. Want to defeat our military? Just take away their batteries. But businesses are looking good. You know, but hopefully Walmart will lose a little business. I'd love to see Menards go out of business for the simple fact they were going to call the cops on me for trespassing because I wouldn't wear a mask. So I love nothing better than to see them go out of business. Haven't stepped in that place since. Anyway, any business that I saw a sign on the door where it says you will wear a mask, you'll be prosecuted. It's one laundromat I used to go to. I loved it. And the guy put that sign up and he goes, "It's not a joke." Okay, buddy, I'll go to the next place. Just remember that. Craziness. And we're not supposed to feel relieved? Anyway, but I heard there's some monkeys that got loose in South Carolina out of some medical lab. Everybody hear that story? Yep. Outbreak. Outbreak. Make Kamala Harris president so she can be the 47th president. They're trying to stir up problems, but you know what? We're all in such a good mood. We don't care. We only cared when they actually thought they were going to be able to control our lives. We don't care. Meltdown. Okay? If that makes you feel better and gets through your day, melt down and tape it. Because remember, that's going to be on the web 20 years from now. And your kids are going to see that. And they're going to be living in peace and prosperity and be like, "Mommy, why'd you lose your mind so much?" Because I didn't want you to live like this. Repeat the lie enough till people believe it, and that's what they did. Iowa, 47, Kamala, 44, Donald Trump. And what Donald Trump take it by 13 points? I mean, you tell people this stuff after they're taking medication in their program, and he's good. She's going to win all the swing states, and that all these. This is why polling's got to stop, because it's all biased. All right, just they try to move the narrative with it, and obviously, when you're taking medication and they're using these polls, it's actually driving people insane when it don't come out that way. Anyway. I got to go because I got to leave the house in a bit to go work cows tonight, but I'll take a short of it and I'll put the short on. I do got internet service out in that remote part. Must be a tower close by there. So I'll download us working cows in the light. This is definitely not a 9-to-5 job. But anyway, I love it. I really do. I just have more of a positive outlook. Say, I'm not in a foxhole. I'm not. I just feel great. And it hurts me so much that these people have been so brainwashed by these people through whatever course it may happen because of this and the protein spikes, the spike proteins, or, the continuous listening to it and actually believing it, or lack of education and not knowing any better. I mean, these people need to be brought to justice for so many things. I mean, people that are in their 20s that are filming these videos are messed up for the rest of their lives. Do you realize they got to live 60 more years, 40 to 60 more years in this pain they're dealing with every day? Because they wanted to make Kamala Harris president? They're willing to mess with somebody's head? And let's not bring up 20 million fewer votes. Anyway, that's all the Lone Wolf Preppers got for tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. Like I say, ain't going to be in a lot of content over the next week until Saturday because it's just a busy week. See, when you have, let's just put it this way. This is how important this is. The highest bull that's went at this ranch so far was $500,000. That was one bull. We sell 500 of them at an auction. So anyway, this is going to be a long time till then. But you know what? I like going there because the food is good. It's a good time. It's like the branding and stuff, and where the crew gets together, and and the women in the family are good cooks. Boy, their chili they had last time, whoo, that stuff was good. Anyway, but I'm ragging on, just dragging on. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and get ready to finish out my night. So everybody have a good evening, and we'll see what my thought of the day is tomorrow. Like I say, I'll put a short on tonight, probably here in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of what it's us working those cows. So anyway, everybody have a good night. This Lone Wolf Prepper out.